I don't know if any of you have realised, but because of the financial implications of Brexit, we seem to have a lot of leagues who allow their players to just leave really cheap or at a decent price nonetheless. And a few weeks ago, I did a fantastic centre-back in Badiashile, who you can pick up for like less than 5 million. Well, we're going to go back to Monaco today because there's another player there. He's a little bit more expensive, but he's already kind of ready-made. He's 20 years of age. He's kind of first-team material from the off. And he's really cheap, considering. A little bit more expensive than Badiashile, but still really cheap. Have any of you else found this season? Yes, welcome to the Mezzalla Gaming channel. Thank you very much for stopping by today. Please, if you can remember to drop a like, that would be fantastic. I still get the notification to tell me that there is over 50% of the people watching these videos that are not subscribed, and that still upsets me. I don't know why you keep coming back and you won't give me the honour of subscribing. I know it's just a number, but I'd quite like to reach 15,000 subscribers pronto, and I'd like to hit that 20,000 subscribers by my birthday, maybe in July. So if you can help me do that, let me know down in the comments. If you've just subscribed because of this video and me saying it, let me know. I'd like to thank you personally. We're also live on twitch.tv/Mezzalla Gaming. Come across, say hello, we go live, youth to gold. Only allowed to sign teenagers, not allowed to use 30+. I like to try and keep those intros as sweet and short as possible, because else people write in the comments saying, video starts at 2 minutes, and those are the worst type of people. Anyway, today we are looking at Aurélien Tchouameni, and that is... they have done that on purpose. That is definitely not his real name. They just know I was going to do a Wonderkid spotlight on him and I would struggle to say his name. Anyway, he's a centre midfielder that you can find at Monaco. Now, to look at, he actually looks quite good, to be fair. He has the potential range of up to 160, so he's not the best, but he's definitely not the worst. And if he reaches anywhere near his max potential of 160, you're going to see a fantastic player. And we're going to highlight that very well. A very versatile player in this Wonderkid spotlight. So, a lot of his attributes are fixed, including that determination of 11. He also has a consistency of 10. He has an important matches that is random, so that will be different in your game than it will in mine. And if we look at his other player, his actual person data, ambition of 14 and his professionalism of 12. So he has good attributes to reach his full potential. He has that ambition. He has decent professionalism. He will perform well in training. He has 14 sportsmanship as well, 13 loyalty, 12 pressure, in case anyone wanted to know. Now, the cost of this guy, even though he is valued at 1.4 million, I think that's quite low, to be fair. You could pick him up for £8.5 million with a couple of different add-ons. It does seem quite a lot, but he is almost there as a first team player. And if you do stick him in your first team, I think he's good enough to play in majority of the top 5 leagues, and he will start progressing very nicely into a really good player. Centre midfield, Mezzalla attack, deep line playmaker. What will we use him in? So we actually skipped forward 4 years into the future, and there was a reason why the simulation, the save, had some corrupt game files. This is the earliest point that we can get. Now, this is still before he moves up to a maximum of 160. So this is just before we have cranked him up, before we have actually played him at Atletico Madrid. He has spent 4 seasons at Monaco already, and those 4 seasons were fantastic. Playing in the Mezzalla on attack, the same formation, which I will show you, the tactic we will show you in a second. Now, some really good statistics here, a lot of goals, a lot of assists, and some great player of the matches, high average rating. We moved him on for 12.25 million, that's kind of irrelevant, but this is the player we can see after 4 years of natural progression. Some really good attributes here, 16 passing, 15 technique, 15 vision and work rate. Everything is just there or thereabouts. A lot of 14s, about to turn 15. 14 dribbling, 14 first touch, 14 heading. He's 6'1", we've given some decent player traits, and he's doing fantastic. But fast forward 2 years into the future, and he is still doing amazing things at Atletico Madrid. Although they haven't won the league here, we can see he has the most assists and the highest average rating. 7.35, 19 assists across the season. And he looks even better when he's cranked up to 160. And the reason why we cranked him up to 160 is so that you can see his best case scenario. There's no point just showing you what he's like at 145 and then you go in and thinking, nah, he's not for me. Whereas on your game, he might be a maximum of 160 and you decide not to sign him because on Omega Luke's video, he was only at 140 and he didn't look that good. However, now you look at this and you think, well, if this is what he is like at 160, I'm going to take a chance, I'm going to sign him and see how good he is for me. Some really good attributes. And the reason why we do this part is because when I didn't set him at their maximum, I had so many people saying, well, what is his maximum like? What does he look like at his very best? That's why we do it. I know I get a lot of stick, but that's why we do it. Okay, moving on. We can see some really good attributes here. A lot of 15s, 17 passing now, 16 vision and work rate. This is the physicals I mentioned where a lot of them were about to turn 15. They have done. Jump and reach of 15, pace of 15, stamina and strength. Really good balance and acceleration. He's a powerful midfielder, viewers. He's 6'1" in that midfield. He makes good decisions. He's great composed and he has fantastic anticipation. Fairly brave player as well, and he's good off the ball going forward, which means he's a perfect Mezzalla on attack in my opinion. And that relates to how well we are seeing how good he does in his seasons in Atletico Madrid. 2 seasons have passed, 12 goals, 18 assists in the league with 13 player of the matches. That's got to be player of the season numbers there. 8 goals, 13 assists, 6 player of the matches this season. 26 assists in total in that first season at Atletico and 19 assists across the board in the last season. Quite insane. And here we are 2 years later down the line, 2028. He's 28 years of age now and he's worth £59 million. He's also mere description of a world-class midfielder, which you do not see very often. It goes elite, then it's world-class. He is world-class. And the attributes are still really good. That's fine. Now, history-wise, we can see he has got even better. 12 goals and 9 assists. 13 goals, 16 assists. Easily his best season. Maybe not by average rating, but by statistics. What he has returned in goals and assists. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The role we are playing him in is this Mezzalla on attack in Holy Ghost Fire Nap tactic. On the right hand side, we can play him on both, to be honest, because he's going to do the job on both sides. But this is what he is like. He has been absolutely insane. If we look at his milestones, we can see he has won a lot of awards, including a lot of Players of the Year for Atletico Madrid. Nothing like substantial as in Ballon d'Or winners or Golden Shoe winners. Of course, there's probably a lot better players around in the game. But other than that, you cannot deny for a centre midfielder, he's done a lot, really, hasn't he? And the return of what we can bring here is quite incredible. So there we have it. That is Tchouaméni, a name that I have tried mastering so many different times. A world-class midfielder. What do you rate him out of 5 stars? Well, I can tell you that his cost at the start of the game, considering he is 20 years of age and I think he is ready-made to be a first-team player, I'm going to say that that's actually quite good for around about £8.5 million with a couple of add-ons. Now, his attributes per position, we can see he's a world-class midfielder and his attributes relate to that at 160. So even though he's only at 160, they are spread out perfectly in the attribute slots which you need them to be. It's nothing too stupid. He hasn't got like 15 long throws and it takes away from someone else. You don't need that. What he has is fantastic for what you need. He also is returning the statistics. He's getting goals. He's getting assists. It's great to see. We can also see his value at the end of the simulation is nearly £60 million, which is a huge number, and I'm really pleased with that. So that is definitely a yes. Now, in regards to does he add that something special, even though the media describe him as a world-class midfielder, that is kind of the telltale that he is. In my opinion, I don't think so. Although he's getting a lot of goals, he's getting a lot of assists, some great player of the matches and average ratings, I don't think he is that something special. I'm just going to give him the 4 stars in my opinion. What do you rate him? 5 stars, 4 stars, maybe 3? It's up to you. Let me know. And there you have it. That's another player spotlight in the bag. Another great one. A French midfielder. I don't think many people are talking about him, to be honest. You can pick him up quite cheap. I think that's quite a decent Wonderkid spotlight there. So please, if you can, drop a like on the video. That would be fantastic. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this player. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, because we are en route to 15k and I'd like to get to 20k by the end of July, by my birthday. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much for watching, viewers. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you catch it. Bye bye.